Microphone's kind of low, so I'll hold it up. Good morning. I'm here to talk to you about some sustainability goals that we recently encountered at the UTC Aerospace facility. And UTC Aerospace is a brand new division of United Technologies Corporation that is combined with Hamilton Sunstrand. Many of you that know me from other conferences or through some training activities or previous employers I knew that I worked at a Goodrich facility. Well, Goodrich has now been acquired, so a lot of that going on, but I just thought I'd get you familiar that Goodrich is now United Technologies. We're located in Tullahoma, Tennessee. We're part of Middle Tennessee. I live in the great city of Hohenwald. I have a little commute, but it's all in Middle Tennessee, and it's a beautiful area. And didn't know this shop was even out here, but we're very instrumental in making landing gear. It's a big machine shop that has machines that are roughly, some of them 2 stories tall, because they're machining the forgings, titanium and steel forgings for both military and commercial aircraft. The F-18 fighter aircrafts that are made out of the steel and cobalt compounds are made there, and again Boeing is the customer for the 777, 737. They're made out of this facility as well. There isn't much waste streams other than oil regulated waste, because it's non-oil based coolants and things like that there. But before I got on board working there as the EHS manager in 2009, I noticed at one point in time they were a large quantity hazardous waste generator, and the previous EHS manager worked hard to get them down to a conditionally exempt small quantity generator. But every couple of years, they always went back to the small generation status, and it was because of a maintenance activity that was involving cleaning these air chillers. And the reason is that this facility is air conditioned. And any of you that have air-conditioned facilities or work in air-conditioned facilities, pay particular attention to this, because this might be something you're interested in. Also, like as I mentioned, our past environmental achievements, we are ISO 14001 certified, and we're a TP3 partner, and we also just recently received the TVA Innovator of the Year Award in 2012, so that's just a recent achievement. One of the things as part of ISO 14001 and of course in waste reduction plans, if you're conditionally exempt, you try to keep your waste streams as low as possible. And in addition, past goals, you always try to reduce your energy costs as well. These are all good goals to go for and continue. But I was still bothered by the fact that the maintenance group had to clean these air conditioning units and maintain them every couple of years by using hydrochloric acid. This is a chilling unit, and this is going to be the story I'm going to talk to you about today, because this is the most recent. This chiller unit out here is a 750-ton chilling cooling tower. The office area has some small carrier units on the roof, but majority of the large bay areas of the plant have this large cooling system. And as I mentioned, every couple of years it used a tremendous amount of water, electricity. Then there was the waste materials, the chemicals that went into the lines, the chemicals, the hydrochloric acid that was used to clean the lines out. So you had a lot of generation of waste. And in addition to the hydrochloric acid that maintenance used to clean it, there was sludges and things that came out of that. So it would always put you back into the small generation status. So I don't consider myself an environmental expert, but when I got involved with TP3, I do have to give a pitch for TP3. These type of conferences are extremely important for networking, because during the conference 2 years ago, an individual by the name of Tyler Bell, he was a sales rep for a company called Flo Zone, just happened to be out here at the facility. And Tyler, why don't you acknowledge yourself here? Anyway, he happens to be from the great city of Hohenwald too, and I had never met him in town, honestly.
There's 25 of us.
Anyway, but the thing is, what I was going to mention is that he had introduced himself and brought up some information about a system that uses ozone to clean chillers, and that actually does its own self-maintenance, and you can remotely monitor it. And one of the things I was particularly interested in these ISO 14001 certified facilities, you have to measure your goals and objectives, and you have to have metrics. And not only was his company guaranteeing a return on investment for this Flo Zone system to put in our chilling units, he guaranteed no hazardous waste generated, and of course you'd have such energy and water reduction that it definitely would pay for itself within 2 years. So this is part of it, and the Flo Zone unit, it's interesting because of those of you that, some of you may have talked to Tyler, he had put up a booth here, and it wasn't because of his doing. I actually called the company because I wanted to get some of the latest metrics of the actual performance of the system before I went on and agreed to do this presentation. The company, Flo Zone, had helped us put together a 12-page booklet detailing how it all works. And so if you haven't talked to Tyler already, please do so after the presentation, and then you go into the details of it. But the results of this were extremely positive because as a result of the unit, we did see quite a measurable change in our facility. Just in the time period since we started the system in June of 2011, and this is measured, the metrics came through from July of 2012, you can see we not only eliminated the chemicals in the system and the hazardous waste, got back to our conditionally exempt status, but we also actually saved 798,000 gallons of water, which came up to a savings in total of $5,300. Look at the energy and the kilowatts and the $66,000 in savings. When the local city utility, Telehome Utilities, which does our electrical utility, we're the #1 user in Coffee County. They said, please don't save any more energy. We're gonna have to start laying people off here. They told us that. And but the carbon footprint, reduction as well. It has an impact on this. So anyway, it was definitely a success story. And if you're adding it all up, and everybody likes to have this information, because again, a lot of us are sold as environmental people, and we know this is all good stuff to do, and we're all driven for it. But we have to sell it to our managers, because somebody has to pay for these systems. But the system originally installed it for our particular application in our facility was around $90K. So we already got the return on investment just in a little over a year, because that metric was from June to July. So there was like a total of 78,000, and we got the hard numbers on that. So again, that was 64% greater than the original projection that was promised in paper when they did the proposal. So anyway, that's the story I wanted to share with you. And again, if any of you have any specific questions on the system, please see Tyler at the end. And certainly, these are things that are out there. And again, you wouldn't even know about a lot of these things until you start networking and asking a lot of questions to different people that are at these type of conferences. So thank you for your time.